How do you imagine neighborhoods of tomorrow will look like? At VITO, we work at designing and implementing positive energy neighborhoods. I'm Dorien and I work in a research team that develops tools to design these positive energy neighborhoods.
And I'm Maarten and I lead the research policy team where we come up with suggestions for policymakers which challenges we need to tackle for the energy transition. It's actually necessary that we go towards positive energy neighborhoods. We avoid actually the use of fossil fuels, that's one, but also on annual scale we produce more energy than actually the buildings need in this neighborhood.
So how do we achieve these positive energy neighborhoods? We focus on making the buildings more energy efficient by adding insulation and more efficient heating technologies. We focus on implementing renewable energy such as solar panels, and we focus on using those technologies in the smartest possible way.
It's of course more than just a technology story. We also need social innovation. For example, we need to understand the profiling of the end users and we then choose which technologies fit best for whom, but also how in the renovation process we communicate to them. Only in Flanders we need to renovate about 100,000 dwellings per year. 95% of our building stock is actually not up to the standards and for the standards of tomorrow. This means that we really need to speed up the process. How do you do this? To also unburden the people living there, because it takes a lot of time, there's a lot of dust, there's a lot of noise. So in Open Lab we had a very interesting approach.
Indeed, we used prefabricated components to renovate the buildings in only 1 to 2 weeks' time. We've done this for the building envelope. That means that the entire front facade of the building can arrive in one piece and just has to be placed in the right spot. We did the same for building technologies. So we've boxed all the solutions that we need. We've packaged this all into one container that can be placed in front of the building very quickly in only a couple hours of time. At VITO, we're stepping outside of our comfort zone and we're designing, implementing and following up on the positive energy neighborhood in Genk. First, as researchers, our instinct was to look at this from a technological perspective. What's the current energy efficiency of these buildings and how can we improve it? But when we went to the neighborhood and started talking to the people, we quickly understood that their concerns are quite different. Triangular windows are very difficult to black out at night to have your kid go to sleep, or they want doors in a different place. What we try to do with this design is really to merge the very concrete needs and concerns of the inhabitants with some technical innovations that we could implement.
We don't stick only to the new Texas neighborhood, we also explore what is around. For example, the KRC Genk football stadium is there as well. So their energy needs and consumption patterns are completely different, but at the same time very interesting to match with the residential neighborhoods. In the neighborhoods of tomorrow, we see also a much more community-driven thinking. In Spain, we see that the schools and the parking lots in the neighborhood, they're fully equipped with solar panels who produce electricity. But the school doesn't need this electricity in the weekend or in the summer holidays. And basically the energy community around can actually make advantage and use of this free or very cheap electricity.
And this collective thinking is actually also one of the innovations that we've implemented here in Genk. Instead of using an individual heating installation, just one heat pump for one individual building, we've used small collective heating systems, which means that we only need one heat pump to collect 2, 3 or 4 households at the same time. This is cheaper in terms of investment costs and it also saves space. The journey isn't over yet. The houses are now fully renovated and the first winter period has proven that the homes have become a lot more comfortable to live in. But we're still looking into the data to further optimize the energy efficiency of these buildings.
And one of the next steps is also to replicate the solutions we have tested and developed here, not only in Flanders, but really across Europe. Are you triggered about positive energy neighborhoods and how we manage or where we had the difficulties to develop these? Well, love to see you at the Love Tomorrow Summit.
Hope to see you there.
Explore the Love Tomorrow Summit and get your tickets today at lovetomorrow.com.